Tony Swinehart, and this is MCP's Full Court Press, brought to you by Shelby State Bank and also House of Flavors Incorporated. Today we are here with Chris Anderson. He is the head varsity coach for the girls soccer here at Ludington High School. And we are Oriole Field. In the background we have the field behind us. And how long have you been doing it?
Well, I played in Ludington the first 3 years of the program, and then when I was doing my undergrad at Central Michigan University, I actually coached a youth team over there and enjoyed coaching them. And then when I got back here to Ludington, the opportunity kind of came about to get involved with the program, and I've been coaching the girls for 24 years or
Wow.
20 to 24 years.
I was going to say, I feel like it's been a while.
Yeah, and then with the boys, I've been involved with their program for about 15 years.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, wonderful. So you do a little bit of both?
I
then?
do a little bit of both, yes.
Okay,
Yep.
okay. And now, do you have help with any assistants or that type of thing?
Yes. So the JV coach that we have for the girls, Trish Verfinski, she's been around for, now almost 7 or 8 years, I think.
Okay.
And then actually, I think it's probably more than that. Her kids are, because when she first got here, she had twins, and now they are 4th graders. So yeah, actually a little bit longer than that. Yep.
Maybe 10.
Yep.
Because my daughter's in 4th grade and she's 10.
And then with the boys, Eric Bengalar is the JV coach, and then Andy Hamilton, a former soccer player here, helps, and so does Corey Went, who's really involved with the soccer and the community as well.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. So tonight at 7 o'clock, you're going to have a senior event to represent and acknowledge the seniors that have been with you. There's how many girls?
We have 6 seniors who have been on the team, some of them since their sophomore year. One was kind of brought up at the end of her freshman year for postseason as well, so they've been involved with their program, 3 years for sure playing, and then this year as well.
Oh, good. And now, is there a way for other people to be able to watch that or interact with that?
We are going to have an event set up on the girls soccer Facebook page, and so we're going to stream it right through the girls Facebook page. So if you go to the Facebook page, there's an event there, and you can watch the video, and feel free to send little shout outs or whatever you want to as you're watching it. So.
Okay. Yes, and I think especially this is unprecedented waters. We've talked about this before a couple of times, but so this is a really unique way and really kind of a neat way to get involved and actually pay tribute, because every season you have a senior night.
Right. Yep.
And your final home game would have been tonight, the 13th, correct?
Yes. Yep. We were scheduled to have our last conference game. Would be tonight, and that was going to be their seniors' last regular season game. You never know if you're going to get one during postseason or not, but we knew this would be the date, so that's when we decided to air this replay of a game from last season.
Okay. And that replay of a game was a very, very good one. I remember hearing about it throughout the county, as a matter of fact. Talk about that game, and as a coach, what it meant for you and the team that they played and everything.
So it was the semifinal of district last year, and we were actually at home, and I just realized too, it was actually these seniors' last home game. It will be the last game they played at Oriole Field.
Oh, wow.
And we were playing Whitehall, who was ranked 13 in the state at that point in time and having a very successful season. And we had played them 3 weeks before, and they beat us 4-0, and really they controlled the game, and we had to make some adjustments and some game plan changes to be competitive and give ourselves a chance to win that game, and so it was quite a memory that all those seniors had.
Yes. So as a coach, you guys ended up winning, correct?
Yes. Yep.
That game. And tell me what that felt like. I mean, all of this time that you put into the program and all these years, I'm sure there's a lot of wins that you're really proud of, but for that one in particular, what did that feel like as a coach?
It was pretty special, especially for that group of girls. We only had 3 seniors last year, and so we were a young team, and to kind of come back after a game where you had played somebody who in all honesty was probably the better team, and for them to put together the right game plan and play the way they needed to play, and come up with a victory against a team that for all practical purposes was better than you, and you just executed the way you needed to and played the way you needed to, and the passion that they had. It's just one of those special moments as a coach that you like to see their team come together and everything work out right.
Yes, because it's a proud moment.
It is.
I've coached a couple of different, mostly volunteer, but it's so rewarding when you have a team that's kind of like your rival.
Correct. Yeah.
And you come out and you play the game that you need to play, and you show them up, so to speak.
Yep.
It's kind of a great feeling.
And it's also good from the standpoint of all the hard work that they put in, and know that they put the time and the energy and the focus in, and you see that success for something that you really work for.
Yes, and I think for them too, being rewarding. And now the girls tonight, looking back on that, I think they'll all probably be, wow, we did that. And
yep.
That's another congratulatory thing for them to celebrate. And now you mentioned something about there's going to be a couple people commentating. How is that going to work?
So what we did is actually, before the game, we recorded an interview with all 6 seniors. So that will air before the game. And then there's actually a second part that'll air after the game. And then what we did was we took our game film from last year, and I reached out to Bill Downing, who used to work at WKLA here, and then Steve Massey, who's a former Ludington soccer player and lives in the community. And so I just streamed the game via Zoom, and they watched the game, and I recorded the audio of them actually doing a broadcast of the game. So that was it'll kind of be a neat thing to have it actually, have broadcasters, going on the game as they watch it.
Yes. So going into next season, now, are the boys the ones that are in the fall?
As of right now.
Normally.
Yes.
We don't know if that will be the norm this year, but...
Yeah, we don't know what's the fall is going to bring, but yes, the boys are usually in the fall.
And the girls are in the spring?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And so how many years do you plan on continuing? Do you just love it so much you just want to keep doing? Or
yeah, I don't foresee leaving anytime in the near future. It's such an enjoyment and a passion, and as long as you enjoy what you're doing, it'll be a lot of fun and stick with it.
And it's not so much a job, or really even a coaching job, when you enjoy it that much.
Correct.
Yes. It's more of a reward. It's more of a fulfillment. Like, you're like, hey, this is kind of fun. Like,
Yep. And it's also being an educator and a teacher. It's also kind of neat to see those students in a different kind of atmosphere and in a different light, and just see especially me being an elementary teacher, to see the growth in them over the years and where they get to, as they are juniors and seniors and leaving.
Yeah. Well, and I'm sure that some of these girls you have seen since they were little.
Yes.
In the elementary going up.
Actually, 2 of the seniors I coached in the youth leagues when they were like 6 and 7 years old. So it was kind of full circle a little bit with them.
Probably a little bittersweet for them
it is,
as well.
Yes.
Now, do you have any girls that plan on going to college and playing?
Aaliyah Billings, one of our seniors, is going on to college. She will play. The other 5, they may, play a little bit here or there, but not, intended on going anywhere.
Okay. But still, that's kind of neat to
Correct.
have someone.
Yep.
And one last question. Tomorrow, 7 o'clock, through the Facebook page. And what are your thoughts this fall if we do not have a season? What's your plan of action?
At that point in time, we'll kind of see. That'll be tough because there will be some seniors on that team who have seen quite a bit of success in our boys program over the years, so we'll see what that brings about. But fingers crossed, we have a season, even if it's a little bit short in season.
Right.
At least maybe there'll be something. So we'll see.
And being an outdoor sport, it wouldn't seem to me that it would be so off to do something, with having it be outside per se.
Yes. Yeah.
So
we'll see. We're hopeful, but a lot is going to depend on what it comes about, and what colleges do. I think that's going to play a big role in what the MSSAA decides. Is if college athletes are allowed to compete, then we'll probably be okay. But if they decide no, then it's probably a domino effect, and it'll just trickle down.
Yeah. Well, all right. Well, thank you so much again for
Thank
meeting
you.
us here. And tonight at 7 p.m., Go to the Facebook page, the Orioles, the Ludington High School girls soccer team, to watch these senior girls recognized. Thank you so much again.
Yep, and just real quick, probably a shout out to the 6. It's Leah Billings, Lindsay Lovato, Sarah Hatch, Bree Mesher, Aubrey Pomorski, and Olivia Fluellen.
Okay. Oh, I recognize a lot of those names. All right. Thank you so much. And for more news, go to MasonCountyPress.com.